Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, home of Baxter Cycle, and look what we have today. This is one of my favorite motorcycles, the Royal Enfield Himalayan. This is a 2021 model, same year as mine, my personal one. I have a red and black one. These have a 411cc single overhead cam, single cylinder, 2-valve engine, air cooled and oil cooled. Show you the oil cooler over here, right there. It's got a 5-speed transmission. This is considered an ADV motorcycle. He's got this one pretty well equipped. Front suspension is, I think it's 7.9 inches, and I'll put the millimeters below. The rear suspension, I believe, is 7.1, and it's got a 58-inch wheelbase, and I think it's 8.6 inches of ground clearance. You can adjust the rear suspension up and down, changing the seat height by changing some links back here. Right back there, those links. The rear brake, I believe, is a 240 millimeter single pot Brembo, ABS equipped. The front brake, I believe it's a 300 millimeter. Might be a 3. I'll put the numbers right here in the down below. Dual pot Brembo. Forks are 41 millimeters. Seat height on this is, if I remember right, 3.5 inches in stock form, which I believe is about 800 millimeters. And my bike is about 1.5 inches taller than this. So he's done some add-ons to this one. I don't know where to start with that. Well, the bags. He put these bags on. It's got a nifty tank bag with a map pouch on the top. It's got these wonderful side bags, which would be good for blocking rain on a rainy day like today. I don't know if you notice all the water in the ground. Jumping up to the front, he's raised his front fender up, which I think you should always do on these bikes. Got a neat little grill guard on the headlight. He and I were talking about this. Apparently, the way that seems to be common sense to mount these is not correct. And I'm going to go home and check mine. He was telling me how he found out the difference. And I'll get into that and I'll get back to y'all on that. He's also added these Acerbi grips, and he was telling me the tale of how he got that done. At the same time, he put new bars on. Let's get around to this other side here. These different style bars. Acerbi grips, he had put these end spacers on here. He said they work really good, and they miss the windshield, the fairing. He doesn't have to worry about that. Got these neat mirrors, the folding kind. Isn't that gorgeous? Very well done in that sense. Oh, what cramp buster, little grip there. Anyway, that's looks like everything on the front. I like it. I like it. It's got the 3-point GV bars. The 3 points, you know, 1, 2, and 3 versus the 2-point. Also has a heel shifter guard right there, or I'm sorry, a brake reservoir guard for the rear brake. Then coming over here, he's got the Bigfoot, which I think if you buy one of these, it's just giving one of those. You just get one of those automatically the day one, because the normal one's too small. These bikes also come with a center stand stock, by the way. Also added these bag mounts. Now these are exactly the same kind that I have on mine. Most Himalayans have the larger ones on. Looks like it also has a battery tender hookup, which everybody should have those. But this bike is sporting Pirellis, which is interesting because by 2021 a lot of these bikes had the Seats, but he was telling me how much he likes the tire. I think he's at between 5,000 and 6,000 miles on it. It's actually got pretty good tread left. It's getting close, but it's still pretty good. But he's done a pretty good job on this one, I would say. He does ride it quite a bit. He's got a couple other bigger bikes. I think one of his bikes is a lowrider, big old lowrider. Just a gorgeous machine. Just a gorgeous machine. My favorite motorcycle. If you're interested in something like this, a brand new or used Royal Enfield Triumph classic British bike of any type, get a hold of Baxter Cycle. Here in Marnie, Iowa, they can help you out. Ask for Jeremy or Mark or Randy. If the weather's great where you're at, get out there and ride, my friends. Wahoo!